Elon Musk is known for working more than 100 hours per week, whereas I typically end the day thinking, oh, I could have done so much more. And Elon Musk founded all of those multi-billion-dollar companies, whereas I feel a bit useless compared to what Elon Musk has achieved. But what would our lives look like if we would also work 14.5 hours every single day? How much more would we actually be able to get done? And more importantly, would we still be happy? So to find out, I tried Elon Musk's insane daily routine for 7 days and was really surprised by what happened. Elon Musk typically wakes up at 7 AM and jumps straight into the shower, which apparently is his most important step of the morning routine to get a clear head and also to brainstorm new ideas. Then he skips breakfast and directly starts working. The problem is, he doesn't really stop working until 11 PM and there's basically no breaks. And even though I worked all day, took my nutritious lunch while working to save some time, I ended the day with only 13.5 hours of work, meaning I was already 1 hour behind. And while I went for a walk just to get a clear head, it's probably a good time to introduce David, because I wasn't doing this challenge alone, but with another friend. And David is also a small YouTuber like me, but by the end of the month, he has to grow his YouTube channel to a decent size. Otherwise, he has to start working in sales again. So he pushed himself to produce 2 videos by the end of the week, and by the time this video is published, meaning right now, we would know if David made it or not.
Have you been like as productive as you would have hoped?
That's something I wanted to ask you too, because for me, I always have the impression I could have done even more. Like, is it similar for you?
I think I am getting more accustomed to 14 hours, to where it's like, all right, well now I know what I'm in for, and I'll just make the most of it.
However, suddenly things got more difficult for me, because I forgot that I wanted to go with my grandma to a soccer match, forgot I had a tennis match, and accidentally took a nap on the couch because I was so tired. Meaning now I had to work an average of 16.5 hours every single day to still be able to complete the week. Okay, started the work day after the quick morning routine. I have to say it's crazy efficient, you know, like it's incredible how and you start working. It's just, I'm saying no to so many things already. Saying no to calling my girlfriend, saying no to free time. Probably now I have to say no to a social event with friends that I might not see for a long time because I'm probably going to move out. And I'm also curious to see David, you know. I think today he's going to publish the video and tomorrow we will see how he's doing. I also have to make it work on YouTube, you know, we both do. And that's why I also say I cannot fail this challenge, you know, because if I fail this challenge, then yeah, it's kind of equal to failing in my attempt to follow a career that I deeply care about.
It has just finished uploading. I was waiting for it to finish processing so I could go ahead and do one more watch through before I make it go live.
So later that day, I jumped on a call to see how David is doing and almost gave the worst advice I could give about this week. Next week, working like 50 hours per week is a joke, you know, it's just half of what I do every day, you know? So it's probably a great short-term strategy to get away from the procrastination thingy. The only problem I see is that your life satisfaction just fades away. However, as I said, this was horrible advice because starting from the 85-hour mark, everything started to collapse. And I'm curious to see if you know what I mean just by watching the following 2 clips. I forgot that I started this 7-day workout challenge yesterday at like 4 or 5 PM. And the cat was meowing and wanting food and I was just so done. I was like, leave me alone, you know? So I wanted to feed her later and I was doing my thing. And I look into my hand and I'm holding the prepared cat food. And I don't remember putting the food in there. I remember holding it in my hand. And when I later talked to David, he experienced something similar. Both of us can barely remember the last 3 days. And I think we actually experienced some sort of mental burnout. And this led to the first big takeaway of this week. Let's say there's a hiker that's super exhausted, done, can barely walk, but just pushes himself to work and walk 16 hours in the day. And this was me. I just tried to push, even though everything got worse by the minute. However, if there's another hiker that's efficient and energetic, he can probably get the same distance in only 4 hours and still enjoy lots of more free time. Meaning hard work only pays off as long as you are efficient. So I had to make a choice. Should I keep working even though it got worse and worse for my mental health? And with every minute progressing, I got less and less productive? Or should I quit even though I only had 8 hours left to go? Bringing us to Sunday and the very end of Elon Musk's insane weekly routine. Because even if you're right at top of the mountain, if it's the wrong one, it makes no sense to keep pushing and keep going. And that's a lesson you rarely hear when it's all about keep pushing and keep trying and never give up. Sometimes the biggest and the most courageous thing is to say, I stop, I quit, if you do it for the right reasons. But I probably have completely different experiences, and I think David will also have something incredibly valuable. So that's why I highly encourage you to watch this video, and you can probably get even more out of this. Thank you for watching.